Okay, in the interest of exponential graphs, here you go. So finding the asymptotes of a hyperbola. You can see that they're completing the square, and that's great. And you can see how we find the vertices. We could use the formula, but you know, the rectangle works pretty good, and that's what we're going to do. So let's see here. Let's complete the square. We will say 9. Well, we want to factor out the 9. 9x squared. And we factored out the 9, so now it's just 4x instead of negative 36. And half of 4 squared is 4. So I'm adding 4, but really I'm adding 36, so I'm going to add 36 to the other side. While I'm at it, let me subtract 18. Let's see here. Minus, I'm going to factor out the minus sign, so I'm going to say y squared. And I'm going to factor out the minus sign and say plus 6y. Half of 6 is 3, squared is 9. So I just added a negative 9 to that side, so I'm going to put a negative 9 on the other side. And I'm equal to, let's see, 36 take away 18 is 18, take away 9 is 9. All right. Then I'll write this thing as the perfect squares that they are. Switch the number of my verb there real quick. Then I'm going to divide everything by 9. And I will get x minus 2 squared over, well, 1 squared, minus y plus 3 squared over 3 squared is equal to 1. Alright, so this looks like the horizontal version. It looks like this. X minus h squared over a squared, because a goes with the one in charge for the hyperbola. Y minus k squared over b squared. And b is allowed to be bigger, and it is. So let's see. We have h is equal to 2, k is equal to minus 3, a is equal to 1, and b is equal to 3. And then I can find the foci. I can say, since my equation has a negative sign, I know that the c does not. So let's see, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. And so let's see, c is going to equal the square root of a squared, which is 1, plus b squared, which is 9. So it's the square root of 10. And let's see, the square root of 10 is about what, 3.1? Let me just check that for sure. Let's say 3.2. It's a little closer to 3.2. So roughly speaking, 3.2. And let's go ahead and graph this. So here we go. We'll say this, and we will put the center at 2. We'll call that 2, and we'll call this 3, negative 3. So here's my center. And let's see, the vertices aren't that far away. They're at 1 here and at 3. Okay, so they're my vertices. And B is all the way up here on the x-axis. And let's see, try to be equal here. B is down here. And that seems, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Okay, so let's see. We're going to draw a little rectangle here. I guess I neglected to put down C. So 2 plus 3.2 is 5. So there's 4. We'll say 5 is about right there. 5.2. And then let's see. About 3.2 in this direction. What do you think? About somewhere around there. 3.2 for my foci. Okay, so my asymptotes. My asymptotes are the diagonals of the rectangle that just keep going. They just keep going. I try to remain consistent with the direction, not change the direction. I think I did a little bit there. I tried not to. Okay, so we're extending these out. Pretty steep asymptotes. The slope is 3, right? And we could figure out where it hit the y-axis if we wanted to actually have the equation of the line, but we're not really too concerned about that. So let's see, let me draw this hyperbola. It's going to be hugging the asymptote, and then it's going to go through the vertex and do the same thing on the other side. Hug the asymptote. Okay, try. I should have been a little closer there. Coming in here, hugging the asymptote and coming away to get to the vertex, and away from the vertex and on down to hugging the asymptote. Okay, so there we are. And let's see, my foci are 5.2, negative 3, and we'll say negative, what is it, negative 3? No, it's not that far away, is it? Oh yeah, negative 3.1. Is that right? No, that's not right. It'd be 1.1. So, pardon me. That's too far away. That's too far away. It's supposed to be 3 away. I went 3 from 0, so it's only supposed to be 1, so how about that for my foci? That seems a little close, but and we'll label that negative 1.1, negative 3. Okay, that's for my foci. Okay.